Thanks, Devin. And so in today's On Our Mind, we're going to be discussing where we would time travel to, the past or the future.
I'd be kind of nervous to see what the future will hold for me too. Everything might seem okay or rough now, depending on your point of view on things. And then you go into the future, you're like, will it be worse? Will it be better? It's like, I'd be kind of afraid to know. But at the same time, though, I'd be kind of curious about maybe what were things like in the past, maybe back when we were kids or even before we were born too, and kind of we're adults now. I'm 30 years old. You're about?
I'm 23.
23. So, so of course, being in that young adult age, it's like knowing what we know now, it'd be kind of interesting to kind of go back in time and see what things were like way back when. And for me, I would think I'm not too far back. Maybe farthest back I'd go is probably the 60s. The
60s, yeah. It's crazy because, you know, people who are watching may be like, what? You go back to the 60s? Well, that's when I was like 20 years old, you know?
I mean, I was born in the 90s, and of course, my parents were born in the 60s, so it's like, why not see what it was like? And then, of course, you can jump later in time and see kind of how things have changed through the years, and obviously, pretty drastically. We had 4:3 ratio analog TVs way back when, and probably for most of you, black and white as well, color, before things changed over to color as time marched on, and obviously that big introduction of color with the Wizard of Oz movie too.
Yeah. So me, I think I would go into the past too. I mean, you know, I'm a 2000s kid, born in 2001. As crazy as that might sound.
You're born in the 2000s and I was 90s?
Yeah, so as crazy as that might sound.
How has my hair not turned gray yet?
But yeah, I would love to go back, not too far. You know, I think the 80s would be a cool time to go back to. I mean, I never experienced it. You know, my dad was born in the 60s, and he liked the 80s, I guess. So.
Yeah, there's something cool about the 80s, though, that kind of stands out, too. And, of course, I just love that nostalgia feeling, too, that you can kind of get when you go back into those early years, too. So, I don't know, it'd be kind of cool to kind of see what the past is like, because the past can also teach you about the future. So, even if you jump into the future, if you jump to the past could teach you about your future.
Yeah, definitely.